began his career in reality TV and followed up with a series of acting roles in series like Eli Stone before nabbing the biggest one of his career, that of Detective Nick Burkhardt on David J. This California boy began acting just after kindergarten and hasn't stopped since. His breakout role came last year when he was cast as Scott McCall in MTV's This former member of Second City enjoyed stints on The Big Bang Theory and Warehouse 13 before joining a little-known drama on ABC in 2010 as the dude Glenn. He also rocks 60-pair cheekbones. Stephen Young. It was so immensely painful when your Greek put those 100 arrows through Jon Snow's heart. Thank God he lived. Game of Thrones star Kit Harington. This actor generated more than a few headlines this year when it was announced he would step down from his ridiculously popular role, headline Doctor Who. This guy, Matt Smith. All right, so it's clear, guys, that you have some fans out there, but I want you to fess up for us. Who do you know among the panel? Are some of these guys strangers, or have you actually seen each other's work?
Well, me and Matt know each other because we're both from London.
Yeah. And I know Tyler from last year. And I love The Walking Dead. We didn't meet last year though, did we?
Well, I can't remember when we met, but we definitely met.
Yeah. We didn't last year. No, but I'm saying we didn't meet last year.
Yeah, we did a panel together.
Oh, the fans' favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a memory like a sieve, sorry.
I just met them all today, and they're all wonderful gentlemen.
Excellent. All right, the one thing you guys all have in common is that you play these iconic characters on high-concept genre series. Let's talk about how you felt when you first offered these roles. Matt, let's start with you.
Blimey, intimidated, I think. It was, I mean, it's sort of wonderful to be part of a show that has such a legacy behind it, and I don't know, it was strange, because there was such an uproar with my age, and everyone was like, he can't be the Doctor, he's like 9. So it was bizarre, but, you know, I guess you just sort of try and stay true to your creative instincts.
Kid, how about you?
Well, like, I kind of just got an HBO pilot through, and I love HBO and what they do, and I read it, and it was the most bizarre thing I ever read in my entire life. And none of us had any idea what it would be like or whether it would work, and so I kind of went into it not really knowing, and it all worked out pretty well. Yeah, I love doing it. Still.
Stephen?
It's crazy. It's been a crazy ride. I just moved to LA about 4 months prior, and it's my first pilot season, and I was just happy to have a job, and that job just turned into something really fun and amazing, and honestly, it's been like the greatest grad school for me, just in terms of just the business and acting. It's awesome. Yeah.
Tyler?
Yeah.
Thank you. It was the first lead role that I had ever really come across, and I was super excited to get it. First of all, it was Teen Wolf, and I'm like, wow, Michael J. Fox has some huge shoes to fill, and I was super stoked because it was with MTV. I love MTV, and I grew up watching it, and it just the role itself is just by far the coolest thing I have ever done in my entire life, and I'm just so grateful and happy and stoked to be on this panel, being a hero.
All right, David, how about you?
I just wanted to speak for the fans, Tyler, and say you are so sexy. Yeah, when I first, you get a bunch of pilots and you read them, and Grimm was a very bizarre pilot, as a lot of sci-fi is. But it came from some great guys like David Greenwald, who, was one of the boys in charge of Buffy and Angel. And yeah, you get very nervous, but you feel very blessed to get the role.
Is there a downside to playing genre roles that fans care so deeply about, that know so much about?
The fan fiction's pretty nuts sometimes. It's not a downside, but it gets pretty gnarly. Thank you guys, by the way. I love you.
Stephen, you answer this, because a year ago, anyone who follows the comic books, your character had a tough road. I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't read. Is that like a ticking clock over your head? I mean, what's going on?
Honestly, like in terms of the source material for me, all I could think about when I was first getting into it was just don't mess it up, because I know how me as a fan would have taken if someone just took a role and just ruined it. I think I didn't do that, but it's with what's coming up or what might happen, the show is kind of doing its own thing as well, so I'm just trying to do the best job I can, I guess.
Can you address this too? Because obviously anyone can find out by reading the internet what happens in the novels, and they jump ahead. I mean, how does that haunt your soul while you do this?
Yeah, it's I read the books really quickly because I wanted to know exactly what happened and how long I lived for and etc. You just don't know with George. No one knows with George. But it's I don't know. It's great. It can be nerve-wracking getting to play a character that's so beloved in these such amazing novels that people hold so close to their chest and love so dearly. But I find as an actor you have to separate yourself from people's expectations and just take the character that you've read and know and just trust that the way you read them is the way that people see them. And I don't know, it's also great for us, I guess, that we get to revisit these characters year after year and kind of grow with them and develop them over time. It's one of the great things about TV at the moment, I think. Thank you.
We will be taking your questions too if you'd like to line up. All right, now Matt, you're among friends. You made some headlines this year. Please explain to us what the hell happened, why you decided to make a change in your life.
Because I kind of figure it's been 4 years, and the best 4 years. It's been wonderful. It's been a privilege to work under Stephen Moffat, but I think, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Trends are all cool, It's sad, I'm gonna miss it, and I'm gonna miss Comic-Con as well. I love Comic-Con.
Come back anyway.
The world should be more like Comic-Con. But yeah, it wasn't an easy choice, It wasn't an easy decision to come to, but I don't know. You can't play it forever. And because it's such a and look, they'll get someone amazing, they'll get someone brilliant to do it. They really will. And and that's the great thing about the show, is that it continues and the strength of it survives, and it will get better and it will get bigger and it will just keep going, and you'll forget about me.
All right, from the outside, you guys seem like you've got the best jobs in Hollywood, but now's your chance to burst our bubble, show us the ugly underbelly of your job. What is the unsexiest thing about what you do? I'm going to start with you, Dave.
Wow.
Sexiest thing.
The mornings are tough, aren't they?
The mornings are always the
man,
roughest.
The mornings are really tough.
Well, yeah, we all wake up at, we have very early call times. our circadian rhythms are destroyed. Did I get that word right? Circadian?
Yeah.
And what's the unsexiest thing? I don't know, like you can't even, if you have something hanging out of your nose, everybody's watching you all of the time. So there's no, you can't look cool ever, you know, on set. Everybody's kind of has their eyes on you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Learning
I
lines.
agree, yeah, boogers suck.
Generally.
Tyler, do you have a story? Anything unsexy about you?
I don't have any chest hair, but I do grow nipple hair. I don't always shave it before a shirtless scene, so usually one of the executive producers shaves it for me. I don't know why, he just wants to. So, that's the only thing I can think of.
Oh, that's awkward. Steven, what about you?
Unsexiest thing. There's a lot of bugs in Atlanta, and they like the warmest parts of bodies. Which are, depending on how you're feeling, let's just say like it's happened before.
Right?
Yeah,
Kid.
it's happened before.
My one sex scene was possibly the most humiliating experience of my life. I broke my ankle at the time, so I had to crutch onto set naked. On crutches, not being able to hide anything, obviously. And there's 100 people just trying not to laugh. And it's, that was, vanity pouches are not sexy things.
All right, last but not least, what about you?
The unsexiest thing. Blimey. Karen Gillan in the morning is tough. I'm joking. I can only say that because it's Kazan. No, she's a dream. I don't know. I find the line learning is just like a kick in the nuts every time I finish work. It's like, because you think there's so many lines, and you've got to learn them like every night. It's a constant. Is that unsexy? No. I don't know. I mean, it's Doctor Who's not a massively sexy show. You've got really quite sexy shows, and ours is just like silly.
All right, one more and I'll take a question from the crowd. You know, we have this ongoing series in the magazine that we call Watch About It. There's got to be something, a commercial,
Okay.
Oh,
a Lifetime series, anything like that.
what's wrong with Lifetime?
Just saying. All right, Tyler, you look eager to go first.
I was thinking out loud.
Okay.
Okay, let me think. I mean, I'm pretty proud of everything that I do. Thank you. I used to recreate. You guys know the show Jackass? I used to do that with my little brother, and we would do really stupid things.
Did you hurt yourself?
Not really. No, I never really hurt myself, but I would do the more gross stuff.
Did you light a fart? Is that what you're talking
Yeah, well, yeah, along those lines, yeah. Stuff to do with my butt, definitely. So, that's all I'll say.
about? Okay, who's next? Who's got one?
I got this close when I first got out to LA, and I really wanted this commercial, but I didn't get it, and thank God, because my first line was, or my girlfriend's line was, no, my first line was, I have genital herpes. And then she would say, and I don't. And then we would both say, and we want to keep it that way. So I'm glad I didn't get that one.
Can you top that, guys?
I don't know.
All right, on that note, let's take a question.
Yeah.
First up.
Oh, wow, spotlight.
All right, she had a mic
Cool book.
My name's Gail. This question is for Matt. Hello, sweetie.
Hello.
My question is, I have a lot of spoilers in here and a lot of adventures that happened and some that we never saw.
Okay.
So if you were able to film another episode after the finale, what adventure would you have the Doctor go on?
Oh, that's a very good question. Stephen Moffat was actually pitching all the ideas for next season to me last night, which was hard. What would I do? I don't know really. I've always, there's so many, isn't there? We sort of did dinosaurs. I was really into that. I've always wanted to do something like with Sinatra, something based around, I don't know, could Frank Sinatra be an alien or something? I don't know. Or, I don't know, maybe go forward. I've got to think about it. Where would you go? That's more interesting. What would you like to see done? Atlantis. Oh, Atlantis, yes, bingo. We have a winner, Atlantis. Has actually been done before though, but it would be good to do it again. Oh, okay, nice. Go see Cumberbatch.
We got a guy with a bum foot. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Christos. My question is for the whole panel. What is your favorite villain that you've gone up against?
Favorite villain?
Favorite villain that we've gone up against?
If anyone saw last season of Teen Wolf, there was a Kanema. He's like a giant were-lizard almost. And so far, that was my favorite. Because it wasn't mostly CGI, it was a suit that the guy had to wear. And it was literally like, he had to wear it every day for 17 hours sometimes. And it got really stinky. So it was, that was always interesting and fun. But it looked cool, it looked awesome on camera. So, yeah.
I can't remember. This is in the middle of last season, and I know, Kit, you just got done working with Sasha, the guy who plays the captain. They got in this like epic, all-out, no holds barred kind of fight, and I usually end up fighting a stunt guy, but in this case I fought Sasha Royce, who plays the captain. And he kicked me so hard in the thigh. It looked
Ditto.
Yeah,
Ditto.
Is that true? You fight him all the time. So I ended up with like this big, it looked like a horse had kicked me in the thigh. It was Sasha's big dress shoe imprinted.
Hey, do you have one?
Mine just naturally follows because I've just done a film with Sasha and he kicked me elsewhere many times, and he's my favourite villain that I've gone up against. He's great. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Merle?
Yeah. Well, Morrissey, like, the governor's not far behind us.
Oh, no, they're both amazing.
Yeah. Mine would be either a weeping angel or the silence.
All right, next, go ahead.
I think just being where we are now, like this, being here and seeing everybody here for us, and that's definitely impacted me the most. Just growing.
Good answer.
That's huge. So thanks, guys.
Do you guys interact with fans on social media? I mean, how do you feel about that, doing that? Because it can get very personal. They can find you.
They have. No, I love it. I'm a huge Twitter and Instagram freak. So I love having conversations with fans. I think that's one of the coolest things, and I think one of the only reasons why Twitter should be around. So I think that's really fun and really cool and a little personal, but it's cool at times. It's fun, and you know when to hold back and when to
Do you have a feeling about that?
No, I don't have Twitter actually, although I ventured into Twitter to do like a thank you sort of message to everyone, because they've been very supportive for the last 4 years, and that's as far as it goes for me really. I'm not a tweeter or a Facebook or a grammer. I'm a real grump when it comes to technology. I'm like, just write me a letter, man,
Kit, what about you?
I'm exactly the same as Matt. I'm useless. anything with buttons. I just no. And also I don't trust myself. I'd end up writing something at some point that would come back and bite me on the ass. No, stay away.
Stephen, Walking Dead is the perfect interactive social media show. So are you a part of that?
I do have a Twitter. I just say stupid things most of the time about like Detroit and sports, how much I love them, and I don't know why anyone follows me, to be quite honest. So, sorry.
David, I gotta cover you. Do you tweet?
I do tweet. I tweet. It keeps me, in those lonely days on set, it's always nice to know that some people find me charming. The dwindling number of them that do. But, yeah, I tweet. I enjoy interacting with all of the fans, definitely.
All right, next.
Bravo.
I don't know. For me, it was. I don't know if it's brave or cruel, but when he had to leave her,
Yeah.
I feel
Brave.
like it had to be brave because he was doing it for her essentially, but that was his bravest moment. It wasn't a sword fight; it was leaving the girl.
How about you, Matt?
I think, well, it was probably something to do with Amelia Pond, really, and letting her go. Or, one of my, I don't know what the bravest one was, but one of my favourites to sort of look back on is, do you remember in the Pandora Gropans when he stands on the thing and he talks to all the dudes?
Stephen, how about you?
It's been fun to play Glenn, just to see him grow from the kid to where he is now, and I think that the moment that he kind of broke was that chair scene where it was fun for as an actor as well, just to go. Dan Sackheim, our director, he was just like, I'm just gonna film you, just go nuts, and we'll just capture it. And, it was awesome. Yeah.
Tyler?
For me, I think it was the scene where Scott tries to save Deaton from being killed. Because he has to break through, or he tries to break through this barrier of mountain ash, which werewolves can't. So he didn't know what was going to happen to him. He didn't know if Scott was going to die. He didn't know if this was going to kill him. But there was a flash of like his red eyes, which means that there's a flash of an alpha in him, a true alpha. So that means he's very heroic, and I think that really was a huge heroic moment for Scott.
David, how about you?
I just want to start this by saying, Tyler, for all the fans, you're just so sexy. It's not fun anymore, is it? Now I'm just getting strange. I can't think of a specific instance. I think that any time, like a character, and always with us probably happens in some kind of fight scene, just breaks a rule of their own. And I remember, I started out the series as this very down the middle kind of cop guy, detective guy, and I can't think of the specific scenes, but whenever I started kind of going rogue, doing things outside of the police, those are defining moments, definitely.
Next up, go ahead. Very insightful.
I was really close to Karen and Arthur. We were a little team, and the same with Jenna. It's because you're with them, day in, day out, and so absolutely, yeah. Karen, Arthur, and Jenna, and then I've been very fortunate to sort of have some cool cats. James Corden is now a good friend of mine, and Lee Cameron, and Tony Curran. Yeah, there's a lot of people, but Karen, Arthur, and Jenna, I would say.
Next up.
My question is for the whole panel. I was just wondering if you regret or really are happy that you chose to take on such big roles and that you'll probably be known for them for the rest of your career.
All right, Tyler, let's start with you on this.
I hope that's not the case. I love being Scott. I love playing Scott. He's one of my favorite roles ever, and I probably will be for the rest of my life. But yeah, he's a super iconic character and role. But I hope I can. No regrets. There are no regrets at all. But I don't think that I'll be, at least I hope not, I won't be tied down to this character for the rest of my life. And if I do, then that's awesome, because I think he is a great, cool, awesome, fun role to play. And it's really fun to see him grow and mature. So, no regrets at all. I love this job more than anything. So, thank you.
Matt.
I think that kind of nails it, you know. That's it. Yeah, it's no regrets. Wonderful parts for all of us, and you know, it's cool, man. And hopefully someone else will employ us one day.
Kid?
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same. If you're lucky enough to be in a TV show that has done really well, and you are recognised as that person, then you're a lucky actor. And of course you want to do other things, but if you've kind of got one role that you're remembered for, then that's a great thing. That's really good. Privilege. I'm lucky to be doing it.
Next question. Stephen, you jump in.
Yeah, you know, I think something that I kind of relate to with Glenn is just kind of his resilience. He always kind of bounces back, and Lord knows I've had a lot of embarrassing moments for myself throughout my entire life. I don't know, I just kind of take it in stride, and I think, yeah, that's what I love about Glenn as well.
David?
You know, we get paid to brood a little bit, some of us. I don't know. I think that, gosh, I have such a bad ad. Who wants to go next? Someone else take it. No, I think, Nick has kind of done anything, will do anything for his love, Juliet, and even if that means putting himself in harm's way, and I like to think of myself in that way, kind of think myself the hero in that way, so hopefully that's how I am.
Yeah, go.
I can be quite emo. John's a bit emo. We probably have if John had an iPod, it would have exactly the same type of music.
Well, I mean, I'm clumsy, and you know, the Doctor's kind of clumsy. I think, well, this Doctor is. I don't know really. It's like he's a 1,000-year-old Time Lord. I don't know where to begin. There's no way. He's just a much better creature than I am. But he's quite kind. I hope somewhere I'm kind. You know, kindness. Time travel. I can time travel. I just haven't told anyone. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Next up, go.
The Weeping Angel, just because I think, I just think it's one of the cleverest monsters, or maybe the Silence. But I tell you what I really liked this season was the Whispermen. I thought they were great. They looked really scary. What's the scariest to you? The Weeping Angels. Good answer.
Did you know that the show appealed to that young a viewer? I'm not sure how old he was, but...
Well, in England, yeah, because it's sort of, it's a show that has always crossed kind of generations, and it's really interesting to see in the States, actually, and I really hope that more kids watch it over here, because actually, I think, essentially, that's, you know, it's kind of for kids somewhere, so, yeah, but in the UK, kids dig it.
Go ahead.
The creepiest thing! I don't know, the creepiest thing. I got home once, and it wasn't creepy, it was just strange, but I got to my front door, and there was a little girl of about 12 in the bush. And she sort of jumped out and was like, "Don't worry, I'm not crazy." And I just thought in my head, "Why are you jumping out from me in front of the bush? You should be at home." And then I sort of sent her home, and thought, that was really weird. So maybe not creepy, but weird. That was perhaps one of the weirdest. She was a cool kid, though.
Kid, do you have a creepy story? Is it creepy from the set, or creepy in your life in general? In the set? Oh, creepy fans. Sorry, I didn't get to the mask.
Creepy fans.
Such good shorts.
What's creepy fans? So, yeah, you get some pictures and things. Could be regarded as creepy. Or I'm not going to elaborate.
Stephen.
I don't know if it's creepy, but I was embarrassed for her a little bit. No, she was so sweet, but I was walking down the street in Atlanta, and she saw me from maybe like a block away, and she started zombie walking towards me. And like a whole block, so there's at least like, yeah, like 100 feet. So like it was the greatest thing because I could see her doing it, and halfway through, you could see in her face, she's like, I regret this decision. But I will fight the good fight and continue on. And then the best part is, she gets up to me and she just goes, she's like, I'm so sorry. I just committed and it was really, I'm so sorry. It was cool, it was great. Really good. Yeah. She's really sweet.
She's not in this room right now, by the way, is she? Anyone? Okay. All right, go. Tyler.
For me, most of my fans are awesome. I don't have really too many creepy experiences. Two girls followed me in my car one time though, and I was like, all right, you can't follow me. That's super weird. I was on my way to go pick up my girlfriend, and I like took this like weird route so they wouldn't know where I was going, and then like I eventually stopped the car, and like they drove by me, and I gave them like this gangster look. I was just like, and then they stopped and got out of the car, and it took them forever, and I took a picture with them, and I kind of wish I didn't, because I was just like, this is weird. You don't do that, right? Or do you? So yeah, that was really it. And you're fairly creepy, my friend.
Okay. All right, one more, David, go.
Yeah, you're creepy, but you're going for it, and I really appreciate that. It wasn't even an encounter. It was just, I live on the 9th story of an apartment building in Portland, Oregon, where we shoot Grimm. And I don't know if that cheer was for apartments or Grimm. And I sleep near the door, and I hear things happen in the hallway, whatever. And there was like a bit of a something kerfuffle that I kind of woke to and didn't think of it, and so I went back to sleep, dreaming of sugar plums. And I woke up, and there's a little note under the door that just said, "Big fan."
All right, next up.
Thank you for the question. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely will watch the show. I'm a big fan, as well as being in it, and you know, as I said, the show will get bigger and better, and just keep going, and I'll follow it, and they'll get a brilliant actor, and yeah, and you know, to know that it carries on, it's kind of lovely, because you're part of a legacy that doesn't die, you know. And I've met Peter and Tom Baker, and you know, who's very funny man, and it keeps going. I'm a little cog in a big wheel, you know, so I'll keep watching, for sure.
Next.
That's a really good question. Just be respectful, I think, you know. I think that really goes a long way.
I know, man. I mean, like, or just be yourself.
Yeah, that too, definitely.
You know.
Just get a piece of paper, write the words, "Big fan." Slide it on over the mail.
All right, the bunny.
Very much, my friend. I love your bunny ears as well. Just lovely. Well, I would love, without wishing to sound too earnest, I just want to say thanks, man, because Who fans are particularly extraordinary, and you've made me feel very welcome, and I'm very grateful. So, and I'd say, rock on. That's what I'd say. Good luck.
Yeah, to anyone who's a fan of Thrones out there, it's been I'm with you on this. It's been an amazing journey for me, and I just want to say thank you for watching it, and yeah, a big thank you, and I hope it continues to satisfy you. I hope you'll keep enjoying it. I think you will. I've just read season 4. It's so thank you.
For everyone, just thank you as well. In The Walking Dead, we work really, really hard because we know it's for you guys, and you guys are the ones that are supporting us. And so I wish you guys could see a glimpse into the set of how hard everyone goes, from the directors, writers, to the actors, to every single person. And I'm sure that's true with everybody's show. It's just everybody goes so hard, and that's for you guys. So thank you very much.
I don't want to sound too cheesy or corny or anything, but you guys I'm here because of you. And I wouldn't have that emotional moment I just had without you guys, and it's just, thank you for being so supportive. I feel so good that I have so many supportive people in my life, and it's the coolest, so really thank you guys. Thank you so much.
I mean, ditto, sincerely. Sorry, I'm not about to say something silly, except for the word silly. But I think that it's so lovely, the show and people watching it is a form of interaction. And I think that we all appreciate that.
Yeah.
And we do, the hours are long, but we do it for you guys because you're so awesome. And the best thing about like genre fans is it's just like so sincere. It's not embarrassed about itself. Yeah. It's just a wonderful, wonderful group to have follow you, and I love each and every one of my fans, so thank you so much.
That is a great question, thank you. That was one of the hardest things I've ever done physically. It was a year's worth of performing. It was the first job I got out of drama school. I was very, very blessed. It was at the National Theatre, which is a huge deal for young actors in England. Yeah. And I think the lesson that took away from it was, and I took this from drama school as well, but I didn't realise it until doing a play for that long, that you have to pour everything into it. You can't hold back, and you can't hold back from going there. Otherwise, you're cheating yourself, you're cheating the character, you're cheating the audience, and it's just to not be afraid to really push yourself until you're nearly dead. But yeah, that play's still going. If anyone wants to go see it, you've got to go see it. It's still going. It's still got great actors involved, and yeah, it was a very special part of my young life. So thank you.
Next question.
Thank you. I want to say, remember that scene from Monty Python? I can't say that. How would I want to die?
Which one? With it's just a mere flesh wound, that one?
No, not that one.
No.
There's another one.
Oh.
Show us someday. But, oh boy, it has to be big. Whatever it is, it has to make me look cool. I don't know. Something medieval. I have such a great treasure trove of weapons in that trailer that Nick has, and it's got to be one of those big, like beheadings with a big thing.
Tyler, what do you think?
Beheaded would be cool. I agree. But I think to fit with my character, I think it would have to be like going out while saving somebody. So he like puts life on the line and save one of his friends, loved ones, or a family member, or whoever. Maybe even a villain. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. But yeah, I think that would be a cool way to go out.
Steve, how about you?
It'd be cool if I was riding a motorcycle, and then while I was riding the motorcycle, I jump off a ramp, and then I kill like 30 walkers, and then an explosion happens, and I land, and my heart can't take the stress of how awesome it was. So I land, and then I get out, I park the bike, I make sure I put the kickstand down, and then I dig my own grave, and then just fall asleep peacefully.
85 years old. Just resting his head gently on the side of a big iron chair.
For me, it's about to happen. I mean, it'd be cool if I was in the TARDIS and I turned up, and then I put my arms out and loads of golden light poured out of my hands and my face, and then I turned into a woman. I mean.
Let's squeeze in a couple more. Go ahead.
I did it today as Bart Simpson. Yeah, I did it today, and you know what? I went to the Doctor Who bit and I tried to talk to loads of people, and they were like, "Who's the weird Bart Simpson?" No one talked to me. Yeah.
Here you go.
Harry Potter.
David.
Spider-Man.
Time.
Luigi, because I already look like him, basically.
David.
An angry bird.
Round of applause for our brave